In the quiet villages nestled in the Austrian Alps, parents tell their children a chilling tale. They warn them not to cry at night, not to leave their beds, and especially not to peek out the window after dark. It's not because of wolves or strangers lurking in the shadows, but something far more sinister. Something that listens for any sign of weakness, fear, or even the slightest sound. They call it the Nachtkrapp, the night raven. It doesn't hoot like an owl or caw like a crow. It makes no sound at all. Just the soft flutter of wings in the pitch black and a sudden bone-chilling cold, as if the stars themselves are holding their breath. The Nachtkrapp isn't just a bird, it's a warning disguised in feathers. Legends say it's a massive raven-like creature, taller than a grown man, with wings so large they can block out the moon. Its feathers are as black as coal and rough like straw. Its beak is long, curved and sharp enough to pierce right through bone. And its eyes, they don't glow. They absorb light like two empty sockets filled with the darkest night. But what truly makes the Nachtkrapp terrifying isn't its appearance, it's what it desires. It hunts children. Stories vary from village to village, but the core remains the same. A child cries for too long, whines too much, or refuses to sleep. And the Nachtkrapp comes. It slips in through chimneys, windows, even the tiniest keyhole in a door. It doesn't knock. It doesn't announce its arrival. One moment the room is quiet, the next, it's there, watching. Some stories say it simply stares at the child until they cry themselves to sleep from sheer terror. Others say it snatches them from their beds and carries them off to the mountains, never to be seen again. But the most frightening tales speak of the hunger crap, a more sinister version that doesn't just take children, it eats them. Pecks out their hearts, devours them piece by piece. Silently, methodically, one bite for every time they misbehaved. For parents in rural Austria and Bavaria, the Nachtkrapp was a tool, a terrifying one, but effective. Don't cry, they'd warn, or the night raven will hear you. Go to sleep, or he'll come before morning. But as with many legends meant to scare children, the line between story and belief became blurred. Some older villagers swore they saw huge shadows glide over rooftops in the dead of night. Some claimed to find feathers, far too large to belong to any known bird, in empty cradles. Others whispered of children who vanished without a trace, and the icy cold spot left behind where no candle would stay lit. Even more disturbing were the stories of the children who survived. They never spoke of what they saw. They never cried again. Some never even laughed. Their hair turned white. Their sleep was filled with nightmares, and sometimes, even as adults, they would flinch at the sound of flapping wings. Psychologists today might call it mass hysteria, a combination of folk tales, strict parenting, and lack of sleep. But the legend of the Nachtkrapp lives on. It appears in children's books, old nursery rhymes, even modern horror art. And the more you learn, the more you realize, it's not just a story about a monstrous bird. It's a story about silence, about punishment without a sound, about fear that comes not with sharp claws, but with an unnerving stillness. The Nachtkrapp doesn't scream or screech, it doesn't chase, it just waits, because it knows if you're afraid enough, you'll come to it. Some versions of the legend describe a kinder form of the creature, white-feathered, with a gentle voice, offering protection to well-behaved children. But those stories are rare, almost forgotten, because they don't stick with you the same way. They don't haunt your dreams, they don't leave the metallic taste of fear in your mouth or the echo of wings in the dark. No, what survives is the dark version, the version that makes children go quiet without a word, that makes them pull the covers over their heads when a shadow moves outside their window. That makes you pause even now as you sit in a well-lit room and hear a creak behind you and wonder if you're truly alone. So if you ever find yourself in the mountains of Austria or southern Germany, especially in winter, listen carefully after sunset. If you hear the rustle of wings and feel the air grow still, don't run, don't scream, just close your eyes, because it only takes the noisy ones. Have you ever heard a story like this? Would you be brave enough to look the Nachtkrapp in the eyes? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell for more legends from the darker side of folklore. Until next time, stay quiet, stay warm, and whatever you do, don't cry after dark.